All right, we're going to talk about rank math. As you can see in my screen, rank math has almost 1.8 million users. 1.8 million users. So we're going to talk about a lot of things when it comes to rank math, from setup wizard to schema to optimization to content AI. So without further ado, let us jump into our WordPress website. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to install the plugin. You're going to install the plugin. You go to plugins, click on add new, then go to search, type rank math. Type rank math. Click on install. Then activate. After activating, connect your account. You can use Facebook, you can use Google, you can use WordPress. Let's use Google. We are about to activate. Okay, activate. You can go with the easy mode or advanced. If you have already bought the plugin, you can go with Pro. Let us pick on the advanced. Then let's start the installation. If you have used or all-in-one SEO, you can import it. Let's import yours. If you have yours, you can import it. So we have imported all our settings in yours to help us with the integration. Click on continue. That's the name of the website. You can click on the business or the service that you're running. If it is a personal blog, a community blog, or a small business. So this is a blog. Let's click on personal blog. So this is the name of that's the name of the blog. That's the alternative name. That's the logo. You can add your own logo. You can create a social media image, or you can just add your logo if you have one, or you can just add this one for the time being. You can add that one, then you save. you can connect your Google services like the Google Analytics and all that. But because I'm using the site kit, I can I can skip this. I can skip this for now. So we can either connect. That's if you find it convenient for you, you can connect. So our Google services are connected. Search console. You can get Google. You can add Google Analytics 4. You can enable this, or you can so if you have Pro, you can connect your AdSense. Email reports, enable this one. They have very important emails. So you are in the sitemap. Enable this, the XML sitemap, enable this, enable this. So because you have a blog, you can click on this, you can click on this, you can click on this. Maybe you don't want your courses to be indexed, the assignments, products, that one you can enable. We can enable this because we have we can enable the categories. It will depend with the kind of website that you are using. So you have to confirm before enabling. Then let us now jump into SEO 2X. Then disable this non-follow links because you want your website to be organized by the search engines. You should not click on unfollow external links. Don't click on that. Then you can enable this. Then save. Now we are ready to start. Click on this, enable that. Now enable, click continue. So because this is a blog and there's only one administrator, you have to enable this. If you are the only one, if you are only one administrator, you disable that. But if you have a team, let's say you have a team of editor, you have authors, you have contributor, you have subscriber, you can always tutor instructor, you enable that one. So because we have a team, we can click on this, we can enable it. Administrator, you'll have all these options enabled for them. Then the editor, you can content, you can enable this. You can enable this. Then the author, you can enable this so that they can optimize their posts. Then you have the contributor, subscriber, the tutor, let us just, those are, you can enable this, you can enable this, you can enable this, you can enable this. Can enable this. Then click on continue. The 4 monitor. There are some pages that are not properly indexed, or there are some pages that are missing. That's the 4. So you need to enable the 4 to direct. You need to enable it. Then redirections, you can either enable it or disable, but I suggest you enable it. So enable the 4 monitor, save and continue. Then the schema, this is also very important. We have articles, just leave it at that. Blog post, just leave it at that. You can include courses here if you are offering. You can leave those ones at none. So you have to optimize our blog posts. Then you want also our courses to be noticed. So we'll save. Then let us start the optimization. You can see these are all things that you can enable when you're using rank math. So with the free version, you can enable the 4 analytics. You can enable this one. You can enable the content AI, image SEO. Make sure you enable this one. link counter, local SEO. This one if you have a local business. The directions, you can enable this one. SEO analyzer, you can enable this one. Enable your sitemap. So we can now begin. We can now start with the general setting. So with the general setting, we'll start with the links. Redirect, you'll have to enable this one. Don't enable this, otherwise your site will be a dead end. No follow external links, no follow image file links. Don't enable them. Don't enable those. Then click on save changes. So let's move to images. Enable this, then enable this, then click on save changes. Then let's move to webmaster tools. These webmaster tools, like, you can either connect them from here or from SiteKit. I'm using SiteKit, so I don't see the need of connecting them here again. But if you're not using SiteKit, then just click on the link here, then connect. Just click on this link, then connect. Robot.txt. Again, my robot.txt is already connected because my sitemap, as you can see, my sitemap is already connected because I'm using SiteKit. So again, if you're not using SiteKit, you can save it here manually. That's how it is done. You can save it there manually. Then let's move to others. You don't ever enable this. You can enable this because I don't know why you will want visitors to see your SEO score. You can only enable it maybe if you have a client that wants to monitor your SEO score. Otherwise, there's no need of enabling that. So yeah, you're good to go. You can save changes. Let's move to this. The table of contents, I'll use an ordered list. I don't see table of content. An ordered list is okay. I just leave it like that. Then the WooCommerce, that one, if you have a service that you're promoting, or a service that you're selling. So I'll just leave it at this. And again, if you're not a developer, I will not recommend that you edit any of this. Just leave it at this, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're not a developer, I suggest you leave you leave it at that. Then the 404 monitor, we can select advanced. You can select advanced and log limit, leave it at 100. Then save changes. Then redirect. If there's 404, where do you want the where would you direct your customers or just normal internet users? Where do you want them to be directed? You can direct them to the home page. Remember, this one was 404. And you want it to be taken to the home page. Then you can save on that. Then analytics. Already I'm using sitemap, so I don't see the need of this. But if you're not using sitemap, then you can always take this code, though it is a pro version. If you're not using, that's why we are using sitemap. But that's a pro version, but you can see what is happening here. Then your content, default country, you want your website to be searched everywhere. Then the pages that you will want to be indexed, you can exclude things like assignments or quizzes. These ones you can exclude. Then save changes. So we are done with the general settings. We are done with the general settings. Let's go to titles and meta. So robot.txt. Robot.txt, these are Google scrolls your pages. That's the robots.txt. That's the robots meta. So you want them to be indexed. So just leave it like that. How you want your title to be, title separator, you can either put it this way. I suggest you put an hyphen or what suits you. Capitalized titles, no. Twitter card, no. Just save changes. Then, if you have a local business, you can do local SEO. If you want to add your social media pages, you can add your social media here. Facebook, you add the link. You'll add that one. You can add that one later. You can add this Twitter. You can all add your social pages later. The home page, the authors, enable this one. Then we have our posts. You want the title to be there. This out. It starts with the title. You can even modify this. You can remove the page. Okay. Robot.txt. Always remember to index this. Titles. We can add a focus keyword. Then let's save changes. Yeah, we are done with the post. You can go to pages. We can modify this. You can modify this. Okay. Currently, I think we are good with our pages. And if you have attachments, any attachments, you can configure that. If you have landing pages, your landing pages, how would you like them to look? I think you're good that way. If you're selling a service, this is where you can add a product description to be indexed by Google. Just add a product description, upload a thumbnail there, then you save changes. If you have courses, the same thing. If you have a product, make sure you do that. So we're done with that. Let's check on our sitemaps. Let's check on our sitemaps. If you want to see our sitemap, you can always open this in a new page. So these are sitemap. These are sitemap. It shows everything. Remember, we connected our SEO with rank map. So that's a sitemap. You can link it here directly, or you can use SiteKit. So our sitemap is up to date. Our sitemap is up to date. So let's check on the instant indexing. If you want your website to be indexed, just come here, submit your website URL. You can copy this. You can copy this and paste. Then you submit. Then you save. That's how you submit. So we are done with the sitemaps. Okay, we have submitted our URL. After submitting, you can go to setting the URL that you want to be submitted posts, courses. If you have landing pages, then they have a special API key that will be assigned to you. Products are select. Then you save changes. This is just normal. This one is what we have just submitted. The site that we have just submitted. So after submitting our site, our URL, we go to Role Manager. Role Manager, you can check all the functions that an administrator is allowed to do. If you have an editor, like I said, if you have a team, you can decide which action you want them to take. We have gone through this, so SEO editor, we had gone through this, so just save that one. Then for monitor, let's go through this. Let's go over this for currently our 4.4 is empty, which means Rank Math has not found any 4.4 redirects. Redirections, let's go through our redirections. You can add new redirections if you feel like you can add a redirection from an home page. You can add a redirection from your home page. You can add that, or you can leave it empty if you don't see any need. Let's go to the SEO analyzer. Let's start our SEO analyzer. So we have an 80% score. We have 80% score. Our H1 tags are up to date. 80% score. Will competitor analyzer, this is a pro version. You will have to upgrade to check on that. That's a pro version. Then let's go to status and tools. Status and tools, there's nothing here to change. Just leave it as that. Then the last part is help and support. So that's how we have gone through all the settings. We can also check on our posts to see how they rank for SEO. You can check our posts. You can click on a post to see how they rank on SEO. There's a bit of mess up here, but as I said, we can click on a post to see how they rank for SEO. SEO ranking is good. SEO ranking is current. We can click on a post, see how they rank. So these are posts. In rank month, it is 68 out of 100. In rank month, it is 68 out of 100. Let's see the recommendations. Let's have a look at some of the recommendations. This is a snippet. You can edit it. Focus keyword research. You can add another keyword. SEO. You can add another keyword if you so wish. You can add another keyword. So then you can take your time to add keywords and what have you, but you can update it anyway. You can take time to add the keywords. So guys, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Please remember to subscribe to our video to help us create more content like this.